Electra, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be interesting. As you may have heard, it's official. The American Song Contest is expected to take place around the holiday season of 2021. Now, we don't know a whole lot about it yet, except for that it pits the 50 states against each other in a battle for musical greatness or mediocrity, because I'm not sure how to feel yet, so we shall see. But seeing as I'm an American who's obsessed with Eurovision, I figured I might as well share my thoughts and opinions on it, although probably nobody cares, but it's fine. So I figured we should get started with some of my hopes for the contest. So my number one hope for the contest is that we get to see a lot of diversity, representation, and inclusion, and I truly think this could be a great opportunity to showcase people from all over the states, and I also hope that we get to see some LGBTQIA+ representation and inclusion as well, because, in Eurovision we see so many pride flags, and it's for the most part a very open and supportive place, so I hope that the same can be said for the American Song Contest. I mean, I know some countries in Europe aren't as accepting and open, but still I fear that it could be not the same here. I don't know, but I hope we can see that. My second hope is musical diversity, because in Eurovision there are so many genres of music that we get to see each year. And I think part of that is because different countries have such different backgrounds and styles. Often, we even get to hear traditional instruments. Take Armenia and Sweden, for example. The music we see from them, both in Eurovision and also national finals, is very different from each other. So, is music in Oregon versus New York gonna be that different? I hope we get to see a lot of genres and not just generic pop songs, boring ballads, and horrendous country music. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like any of the southern states' songs, or the Midwest. I do not like country music, so yeah, probably not gonna like those. And I will say, there better be some heavier music, 100%. My next hope is that people have to be from their state to represent their state. So I want them to pick people who are from that state, have spent a lot of time in that state, or have large connections and ties to that state. I really don't want them to just be picking some rando to represent each state, because I feel like that would help let you be able to connect more to your state's, like, you'd feel more pride with it because the person's from your state and they're not just some random person. I don't know. Just me, maybe. This next one is also very important to me, and that's non-English songs. I mean, I love Eurovision because I get to listen to songs that are, a lot of them in English, but a lot of them aren't in English, and that's something I really love. So I hope that there's at least one non-English song, but I would love to see multiple, and I think that would be really cool, considering we don't have an official national language, so there definitely should be some language diversity going on. My next hope is postcards and flag parades. Okay, so this one's really frivolous and silly, but I think it would be really cool to have the postcards be like people, they should be in their own state, so it's all different 50 states, and then they should showcase a landmark or a famous place from that state or somewhere they love. I think that would be really cool to see. And I mean, the flag parade part's just kind of funny to me because I could probably name most European flags, but I don't think I could pick different state flags apart. And so I just think it would be interesting, but also kind of goofy to have a flag parade with state flags. What I have is that this contest could hopefully provide a sense of unity. I mean, I know there are a lot of places in the world that are struggling and a lot of countries that have issues, but I think specifically the US could use something that to unify us all right now. I mean, just think about why Eurovision was started. It was started after World War II as a way to unite Europe through music. So maybe there's something there in that could really work. Another wish I have is that the American Song Contest is able to gain people's interest in Eurovision, so, they like the American Song Contest, and maybe they'll check out Eurovision, because I think it would be really nice to have more people here who know what it is, but I think it would also be really, really nice to have more people who love it just like me, and I hope it's able to attract the right audience. Now I'm going to move on to my fears, and there's a bit of them, so get ready. First fear is probably my biggest fear, and that is politics. And I know that that's something that can be very prevalent in Eurovision, especially with voting, but I just fear that that could be extra bad with this. I just fear it could become a whole red states versus blue states kind of mess. I hope not, but I feel like that could logically happen. And also, we don't know what voting's gonna be like, but I'm calling it now that the southern states are gonna be like the new Nordic countries, or like Russia and co. It's gonna be like that. They're gonna be 12 points pals. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Fear is really simple. I hope they don't let you vote for your own state. I don't think you should be able to vote for your own state. Deal with it, get over it, there we go, simple, done. Fear is that this thing is just going to be like a one and done flop. I really think there's potential for it to be just a mess. I mean, Moldova's national selection comes to mind. Like, we don't want it to be that much of a disaster. And also, if it's really bad, I feel like that might actually detract interest from Eurovision, and then Americans might be a little more sour towards Eurovision in the future, which we don't need that. We do not need that. My last fear is kind of an iffy one, which is a connection to your own state. I fear that people aren't going to have as strong of a connection with their state as people have with a whole entire country in Eurovision. And yes, I get that people root for their sports teams and such. It just seems a little odd to me. Like, I don't think I'll have that much of a connection to my own state, like our represented. I mean, maybe. We'll have to see, what comes of it. As for people I'm hoping to see in the American Song Contest, I don't really have any, because most of the artists I listen to are from Europe. I mean, one suggestion, maybe Sandro, because he's both Greek and American. So maybe because the whole thing with Cyprus was a bit of a flop. I mean, I think he has a good voice. Just bad song. So maybe we can get Sandro. Maybe. That's all I can think of. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below. Those were all of my hopes and fears for the American Song Contest. And I'm really trying to remain optimistic, but it's hard. But I guess we'll have to see what comes of it. I'll definitely keep updated on it because I want to watch it. And so that's all for today. So bye. I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at @GoolectraGal. And have a great day. I love you all. And bye.